Thanks to EA for making this video possible. Hey guys, my name is Angelia. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not, welcome back. We are here with a speed build video because I decided to try to make my own Love Island villa. I did take inspiration from the show. Ow, I just hit my hand on my desk. But I also wanted to make it my own, so you're gonna definitely see the inspiration, especially for the backyard area based off of the show, but ultimately I wanted to do like my own version of it, I guess, because I'm pretty sure the villas change every year. I'm gonna be honest, I've only seen the first season because I'm more of a Love is Blind kind of gal, but it's entertaining. I still need to finish it, but yeah, so I really wanted to do my own take on it. I did kind of stick with a more modernized theme, which was mostly me trying to challenge myself with it. Also, if I sound slightly out of breath, I have tried to record this voiceover 3 times, and this last time I legit just choked on my own freaking spit mid-talk and just started coughing, so I was like, I'm just gonna redo it. Anyway, not that you guys needed to know that, but here we are making our Love Island villa in preparation for our very first season ever of Love Island, which I'm so excited about. If you guys have not submitted sims already, you can still submit them. Let's be honest. Go ahead and still submit them, because we are going to obviously do, like, we're gonna introduce more sims throughout the series. So if your sim is not picked within, like, the first round, they will probably still be picked eventually. So don't worry about that. I'm gonna make sure people are picked. Anyway, so I try to go for a very modern feel. Here I am trying to figure out if I should put the door here. Eventually I put the door in that little area, but then it gets changed out. So everything with this was very much a work in progress the entire time. So, like, I think the only thing that really stays stagnant here is the pool area, but like the rest of the stuff does get modified and changed because I was kind of just going with the flow. I built this with something in my head. Like, I didn't even have pictures up, and usually I have pictures up. I had pictures of the actual Love Island house up, but again, I was taking inspiration from it. I wasn't trying to, like, copy it, if that makes sense. Also, I was really struggling with the freaking diving board. I haven't really played with them that much. Honestly, since the packs came out and stuff, I've just been building, which which I know is bad. I haven't done, like, any gameplay, so I haven't even got to, like, really dive into any of it, no pun intended. But yeah, so I was trying to use stuff from the new pack because I do really like the foundation and the wood flooring. Oh my god, I love it so freaking much. So I was really trying to focus on that. And yeah, so I'm using half walls to give us that modern feel. You're gonna see me struggling with them here and there, only because I was realizing as I placed more, then other walls got knocked down and it was a whole thing. But yeah, so you will also see me probably skipping a lot of footage because, again, this took me, it's around 9 to 10 days in real life to build this and to get it complete, because I did the inside as well, obviously, because we need it for recording purposes. So yeah, this took me a really long time, and I had over 4 hours worth of footage. That's also why this wound up being a speed build and not just like a normal build video, you know, where we have it like normal speed that doesn't hurt your head, and I'm so sorry. But I had to. So I did cut some footage, especially when I was struggling. I think, I want to say when I was doing the outside colors, so like when I was picking the wallpaper for the actual outside structure of this house, oh, it took me a good 2 to 3 hours just off camera of trying to decide what color scheme I wanted, what I thought looked good. Scott was home that day, so I was like, what about this? What about this? What about this? So I was driving him crazy with it. See how the wall disappeared when you place a new one? Ugh, it was driving me nuts. Anyway, so that wound up being a huge headache for me, was deciding on that. And then, oh my gosh, okay, so obviously with Love Island, the backyard area tends to be the focal point because they spend a lot of time back there. You know, it's supposed to be like summery and beachy and whatever. Obviously, this isn't really a beachy world, but we do have like water areas, so bear with me with that part. I just really wanted to use the new world and whatever, so we're here. But I did also obviously want to make the front of the house look good, because you can totally use this build as just a family house if you want to. If you have like a large family, there are a lot of bedrooms, so obviously modify it to your content. You know, this is going to be up on the gallery when this video gets posted, so Never worry about that. You can totally use it. I want you guys to use it. I think it came out great personally. So I did still want to make sure that the actual front of the house looked good. Again, even though the backyard is mostly our focal point, that's where we're gonna be spending a lot of our time is back here. I still wanted to make sure everything looked nice. So yeah, the front actually, we're not gonna get to that for a while probably. Because it looks like I'm messing about with colors now. This is probably where I started really struggling with the freaking color palette. That flooring underneath the diving board does not stay. Oh yeah, here we go with the wallpaper. Oh my god, I am so sorry. The first iteration of it was not that great. I think I keep some of it, but it just wasn't working in my brain and I did not care for it. So again, you're gonna see me kind of messing around with things because I wanted to make sure it had a more modern feel. I wanted to give it more shape and dimension and all of that. So I'm also using the platform system to raise it up to make it a flat roof. Eventually I go back and I bump it down one to give it a little bit more definition. So like there's a slight space between the platform and the edge of the half wall. Also, here I am. I put the yellow up because I was trying to go for that more neon color scheme that is typical with Love Island. And I didn't like it. It just was not working for me. So instead we ended up doing like an accent wall over there. Yeah, it looks like I'm still just going with my little half walls here. I was trying to do the glass half wall trim there, but I didn't like it. What I end up doing is actually pretty fun when we get to it. Yeah, see, here I am messing with the colors again. It was constant. That's another reason why I had to like cut the recording. I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna stop recording for right here. I'm gonna figure out the colors and then we'll come back. So that's what we ended up doing. But yeah, I don't even think I still have that peachy pink color. I might in some spots of it, but I don't think I have much of it if I do. I definitely don't have the yellow anymore. This it's completely different. Like, I'm gonna be honest, it's completely different. I do think I used those stones, but not here. I think it's actually in the front of the house where I used them because so in the middle of building, yeah, see here, I'm trying to mess with the neon again and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I wanted it to feel, again, very modern and kind of classy, and it just didn't work for me. I don't even know. I don't have any other explanation other than I just didn't like it. Obviously, again, I'm doing my thing where I'm readjusting the shape of the actual house to work better with any sort of roofing parts, even though they are just modern roofing. But I wanted, obviously, again, I like messing with that sort of thing. But yeah, it's not good. Also, the tile that I chose for the flat roof part, I do change as well. It looks like I'm messing with it here. It's not even that anymore. It's like there we go. There's the color scheme. There we go. It looks so much better. So those columns right there with like the stones, we had actually had to go to, if you guys have been paying attention to my community tab and everything, we are going to a fertility clinic because we've been having a bunch of issues. We've had 3 losses this year. So I've been going to a fertility clinic. I had an appointment. I had 2 appointments actually. And they had like these long pillars like that with glass in between, and I was like, oh my god, wait, this would work perfectly for my Love Island build. And I was like, I have to do it, and it it looks so good right there. I'm still in awe of myself. I think it's beautiful. Anyway, not to toot my own horn with that one, but I think it looks great personally. I wanted to keep the landscaping also very clean and neat as well, because again, we're going for a modern look, and usually I go for more messy. Again, if you guys have been around a while, you know my decorating style. I tend to put flowers everywhere, and then there's grass everywhere, and I want everything to kind of feel like a fairy tale garden type situation. I did not do that here. I wanted to keep it more clean and orderly and neat, because if you're on Love Island, you're technically on a TV set, I guess, even though obviously this is The Sims and that's not the case, but I don't know, my brain liked that idea, so I did keep it very neat and clean. Again, the structure of the outside portion right here does change a little bit more. I was trying to mess around with different sizes there, but yeah, so I don't even know, I just like ran out of breath mid-talking. I'm like, wait, where were we? Anyways, I'm very easily distracted today because like my husband keeps texting me. Anyway, he actually picked that door. I really wanted to use the windows from the, is it Moschino? I think it's Moschino. Which we did, because I'm in love with those windows, and I feel like I hardly ever get the chance to use them because I don't really do modern builds. I typically do family homes and stuff like that, where they're a little bit more like cottagey and stuff, which is arguably my favorite type. But I was really excited to actually like get outside of my comfort zone and do something more modern, because I never have before, and I really enjoyed it actually. So yeah, here I changed this because I wanted the windows to line up. Again, I will change the entire structure of the house so that the outside looks good. And then I will worry about the inside later. But I think it came out really nice. This is the final color scheme. Obviously we're going to be adding in some plants and stuff like that, so that all kind of changes, as well as the window placements. I think I do the window placements mostly off camera just because this house is so big. But man, I love that front entrance. It's so pretty. And again, the main focus of this house is not the front because it's Love Island, so it's the backyard. But I love it. I'm very proud of myself for that one. Anyway, not to toot my own horn there, but I think it looks great. I was also trying to find different windows because I realized those were slightly foggy, and I wanted them to match. So those ones wound up working better for me. And yeah, I really liked the nice, clean feel of the windows. I also realized if you use the platforms on certain things, it kind of messes up heights for windows. Learned that lesson the hard way. But yeah, I think it looks really nice. So, oh yeah, I really wanted those there, but it just didn't work. So I think they're only on the front. But I think they look nice. I was like, do they look nice draping down? No, we're just going to keep them on the front. I think that looks pretty. I just wanted something a little bit extra there, I suppose. And I was really irked at those pillars. I can't make shorter. It was very annoying. I was messing around with trying to like put bushes up there again, just to increase the modern-y feel of it. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But I do end up using those Christmas bushes quite a bit because they're nice and clean. And I liked the white lights. I thought they looked pretty nice. Again, I'm trying to go for a modern feel, so I'm trying to make the shapes kind of unique in terms of like the landscaping. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave this part of it blank and then put the little bushes just on one side, if that makes sense, just to give it a nice, unique, clean feeling. So here we are back into the backyard. It looks like we have not started my favorite part just yet. It looks like I did the little glass area right there with the bushes right there. Because I wanted it to kind of have a little blank area. I don't even know what to say with that, but I wanted to do a more modern room right there. So that's what we ended up doing. Looks like I am putting down some more plantarinos because when in doubt, you put down plants. Apparently, I'm choosing to talk through most of this video, by the way, so I do apologize. I'm just very excited about this build, and I have been so excited for you guys to see it finished, so bear with me with all the rambling. My neck is killing me because I freaking heard it like a month ago now at this point. I like bent my head in a weird way, and I yanked a muscle, and it's been swollen since then. It started to get better, and then I was stupid and I tweaked it again. So it's back to being swollen, and it's annoying because like I can feel it when I talk, because it's like right underneath my ear, going down the side of my neck to like my collarbone. Ugh, it's so annoying. I really liked those little colorful plants there. I use those a lot. I used those in a Alice in Wonderland build, actually, I'm pretty sure, when we did that collab, the Underland one, and I have been in love with them ever since. So I am focusing here on just getting down some more plants and all of that. The backyard does end up being completely closed off. I did struggle a bit with like placement of plants with the backyard. Oh, there it is. I did that off camera because I wasn't sure if I was going to like it, and then it just spiraled out of control. And yeah, so I decided to use platforms for the deck. I really wanted to make it very interesting looking and give it a little bit more dimension and whatnot, so that's why we did that. I think it looks great. Again, it's very modern and clean, and that's what I was aiming for. Along the sides, I did leave like a gap because I was going to put in plants and whatnot, which I did. It wound up taking me 20 freaking years to do that. Like, I spent an entire afternoon just messing with plants and saying, hey, does this work for me? Nope, don't like that either. So it was a pain in the butt. Eventually, I figured it out, but still a pain in the butt. Thank goodness for Move Objects and the Tool mod. Otherwise, I probably would have lost my marbles. But I wanted to make this a very interesting and different kind of build than what we're used to seeing from me, I guess. And whenever I had like an empty space, I would just use these bushes because they fit perfectly in spaces. So yeah, I think I actually add another deck over there as well at some point, but I am very happy with the way this came out. Here I am adjusting this garbage again. I cannot tell you how many times I had to readjust those stupid planters because they're really, really tiny and they're actually wall planters. So they're kind of a pain in the butt to place. But, those things were trying my patience, and I'm just adding some, you know, terrain paints there just in case. Decided to bonk those down, it looks like. There's a lot of sitting areas in here, so if you do end up using it for like an actual house, just beware there's a lot of, just a bunch of couches everywhere, because I felt like with a Love Island type of series and like similar to like Big Brother, you want to have a lot of spaces where your Sims can sit and chat. Even if they're like conspiring against someone or whatnot, you want to leave those spaces for them to talk. So I do have a lot of sitting areas. That, and frankly, it's a good way to to like take up space. But yeah, I just wanted to give a lot of options for people to go and talk and whatnot, and I don't know, just give it a nice feel to it. I was struggling with what to put here. I think I put a light. I really liked that jellyfish, but I was like, this does not work with the build, so I can't use it. I almost went with that one, but I think I do this one because it's a little more clean and modern. Almost went with the blue, just to, again, for that neon feel, but I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. So, oh yeah, so it looks like I'm about to actually work on this part of the deck. I've already done most of it at this point, but I wanted to show you guys how I was doing it, so here we are. Here we are doing that. I don't know, I love this backyard so freaking much. Like, I'm just sitting here squeezing my cheeks because I love them so much. I think it turned out really nice. I'm very, very, very proud of this. Again, this is so far out of my comfort zone in terms of building. I mean, again, if you guys have been around a while, you've seen the way I build. I use a lot of family homes and like suburban type inspiration. But for this, I really want to do something completely different while still kind of keeping with the theme of Love Island. And I think I did an okay job. I'm very, very proud of it. And I hope you guys end up liking it. It is up on the gallery. I did briefly playtest it. I like had my sim go from room to room. I had her sit in certain chairs and whatnot to make sure it worked. I don't know if everything works, so I'm just going to forewarn you right now. If you do happen to download it and something's a little bit wonky, I do apologize. Again, I've been working on this for close to 2 weeks, so I was just eager to get it done and to be able to show you guys all of this because I am so freaking excited and so freaking proud of this. I'm also so stoked to finally be able to do Love Island with you guys. I haven't already started it, but I've already started like collecting the Sims and everything that we're going to use for the first part of it. And just getting things ready. I need to download some mods and whatnot because I want to add in some personality and like romance type mods to it just to give us a little bit more oomph than what we already have in the base game. So this save will be completely separate from my normal Sims game. Just because I want to keep the mods and stuff separately because I don't typically use those mods when I'm playing The Sims. Just because it kind of slows the game down and I don't want to deal with it. But yeah, I'm so freaking excited. I am intending to make some intros and stuff for Love Island and get that going. I just need to have like the time to sit down and really do it. It looks like I'm messing with this over here. So this is the hot tub area, and I really want it to feel kind of tranquil and whatnot. So we have like those little waterfalls and everything. And yeah, I'm going to stop rambling because I could probably talk this entire video, but it's like 45 minutes long, and I do apologize for the length. I promise you, this video would have been 4 hours long if I hadn't sped it up, and I sped it up quite a bit. I didn't want to do it anymore because I didn't want to hurt anyone's eyes too badly, and I didn't want to like, I don't know, make it go by too quickly. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I've been yapping a lot. I've been trying to, I've been in and out of build mode, fixing a little bit because I realized I missed a few things. But those things are fixed. So in the uploaded version, you will have my version of the complete build of this, I guess. Obviously, I don't know if things will 100% work. And I will say I do have extra bedrooms because I didn't know what to do with the space, and also just in case the Sims get a little bit jerky with me and they're like, oh my god, I can't sleep in this bed because someone else is in it, we're not romantically together, you know, then I have extra beds. That was another big worry of mine, but we do have like the romantic suite or whatever the crap they call it on the show. I don't even remember. And I recently just watched it, but anyway. So I do have that all set up and everything. That room will probably be locked, and I do have like the communal bedroom and whatnot set up as well. But yeah, I'm gonna stop babbling because I could probably, again, babble for this entire thing. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this speed build. Again, I am so freaking excited to get started on this with you guys. It will be coming out soon. I want to make sure I'm taking the time and, you know, really focusing on the intro. And I also need to think about how I'm going to do it, if that makes sense. Like, I haven't quite decided if I want cutscenes for this part or normal gameplay for this part. That sort of thing. I need to like sit down and make out a list of how I want to do it, because I do want to make sure it's good. Obviously, I want you guys to like it. But yeah, I'm gonna stop babbling. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a magical day. Again, this is up on the gallery if you want to download it. And yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye!